How did Romans make wine using tools? Have you ever wondered how the ancient Romans crafted their famous wines? The process was quite fascinating and involved a variety of tools and techniques. Let's take a closer look at how they made wine using their agricultural tools. First, the journey began with the harvesting of grapes. Workers would gather ripe grapes and transport them to the winery using baskets. This was the first step in the winemaking process. Once the grapes arrived at the winery, they needed to be crushed. Romans had two methods for this. They either trod the grapes by foot or used a specialized tool known as a wine press. The wine press was essential in this process. It consisted of a large, shallow basin where the grapes were placed. A heavy wooden beam, called a prulum, was lowered onto the grapes to apply pressure. This pressure caused the juice to flow through channels into a collecting vat. The prulum was often made from a single piece of wood and could weigh several tons. To operate it, workers used ropes and pulleys or screws to raise and lower the beam. After pressing the grapes, the extracted juice was stored in large earthenware jars known as Dolia. These jars were often partially buried in the ground to keep the wine cool and to prevent contamination. Fermentation occurred in these jars and could last anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. Once fermentation was complete, the wine was transferred to amphoras for storage and transport. In addition to these tools, Romans practiced vine training and pruning to improve grape quality. They used various systems to train the vines, which helped produce better yields. Techniques like grafting were also developed to create more resilient and productive vines. Wine production was not just a local affair. It played a significant role in the Roman economy and trade. Wine was a major commodity traded throughout the Roman Empire. This trade contributed to the economic prosperity of regions involved in wine production. The advanced tools and techniques allowed for large-scale production, supporting both local consumption and trade. The widespread cultivation of vines and the establishment of large vineyards showcased the Romans' focus on quality and efficiency in winemaking. Their methods laid the groundwork for a thriving wine industry that influenced wine production across Europe for centuries. So, the next time you enjoy a glass of wine, remember the ancient Romans and their remarkable tools that made it all possible.